I guess allegedly, thanks to Boof Boise, who's given us the precious info. I actually saw this on Instagram or Twitter, but I wasn't sure if anybody actually cared because I feel like, you know, Lil Xan kind of fell out of relevancy. Not that it matters because this is, I guess, an actual issue in that with, I don't know, even Juice WRLD's death, people bring up pictures of Lil Bibby, one of the co-executives of Grade A Productions or Records or whatever it's called, Juice WRLD's label. There's a picture of him quite literally giving him like perks or Vicodins or whatever it is. And then people kind of blame him on that. So this Lil Xan situation is kind of a similar situation to that. So let's check it out. There was a news headline that said, Lil Xan details how rapper Stat Quo enabled drug addiction while working as his manager. And I guess this is Stat Quo. Furthermore, Lil Xan says, so glad I could finally bring the story to light and I'm putting 100% of the blame on him. Oh, so he's not putting 100% of the blame on him. No, he was a drug addict. How could he? Am I telling you that he was doing nothing but speeding up my drug use by supplying me the pills that could have killed me? Yes. I'm making this public because I know in my heart this happens way too often and it's how we end up losing some of the greatest artists way too young. These people must answer for their crimes. I remember the days on tour my security would have to check on me to see if I was still breathing, but as long as I was medicated enough to stay on stage and make the bag for me and the team, everything was all good. What a joke. Damn, I feel like a lot of artists actually go through this. Like, it's like the Britney Spears situation where they're not even a human being to the management. They're just one step or one part of the process to get the bag. It's like, all right, go on stage. Like, as long as, you know, you're uttering somewhat the lyrics, because Lil Xan's lyrics were never that crazy anyway. He's just moaning on the mic. There was a song that Lyrical Lemonade dropped with him that I was like, why the fuck would Cole Bennett pick this song? It was so trash. It was just like, ooh, yeah, whatever. Lil Xan wasn't even rapping. It was just like classic 2016. It's what gave mumble rap a bad name, if you ask me. The live video is on Instagram. It's on his past lives. Okay. I don't even know what that is. The dangers of the music industry. All right, let's check it out, bruh. It's muted.
Don't say anything about Shad.
Oh no, okay. Yo, I never go live on here anymore. How's everybody doing?
I think Squirt Reynolds tweeted this today. Something about like, what are all the SoundCloud rappers from 2016 who didn't make it? Like Lil Xan obviously made it. He's rich. He got money. It doesn't even matter like what he does to this point. He can just sit on his ass, buy and sell or promote NFTs for the rest of his life. It's not like he's dropping music anymore, really. So he's chilling. But what about all the, like, there's only one rapper that really makes it out of 1,000. And maybe the statistics are even smaller than that. So all these other dudes that got face tats and shit, like, they can't get a job now because that's just, you know, not that I really care about face tats, but usually HR does not like that.
Got my little healthy juice. Yo, I just want everybody in the live to let me know. Don't I look a lot healthier, right?
So we got off the drugs?
This is sober Diego. I don't even want to call myself Xan no more because of the bad stigma that comes with it. This is sober Xan. Look, got weight to me, not so skinny anymore, you know? And I just wanted to bring up a topic. Do you guys remember the whole Little Peep, the story where his management was giving him drugs and you know, and it just wasn't helping out and all that?
I don't remember that, but it makes sense.
Well, that happened to me on tour, and my manager's name, well, I don't even like to call him my manager anymore, Stat Quo. Remember that name, Stat Quo, because when I was on tour through 2018 to 2000 whatever, the world tours with Nicki and Juice and all that, I was a drug addict back then, right? And
Your manager was supplying.
and my manager was supplying me with the drugs. He knew all my plugs, so if I couldn't perform because I was withdrawing back then, because yes, I used to be a drug addict, you know, he would make calls, send $5,000 out here, $5,000 out here, just to ship the drugs to wherever we're at in the world, Switzerland or anywhere in America. And he's gonna act like he didn't do that, like a fucking hypocrite. And I'm really feeling like I should take him to court, right? Because that was the time I almost died from the drugs. I was so skinny, unhealthy. Yeah, but his name is Stat Quo. I'll even fucking pin this.
You're kind of put in a weird position as a manager like that. Obviously, I don't know who this guy is. So, like, obviously you don't want anyone to die or condone their drug use. But at the same time, like, if he's responsible for you performing and, like, you won't perform unless you have the drugs, and it's like, damn, like, I don't know. I guess it would put him in a tough position, but if over a prolonged period, obviously you would want to send him to rehab, kind of like what Rich the Kid did with Famous Dex.
Right here. Yeah, Stat Quo. Also, he took my car away too. That I paid. That the majority of the money. How ironic. Peeps my fucking cover too. And now he wants $30,000 of the remaining money to pay it off, which I paid literally. It's all my money in the car, and he won't give it to me. And that's not even the real reason. I almost died on tour multiple times from him supplying me drugs anytime I needed it, because I couldn't perform if I was withdrawing. And I've always wanted to make this case known. He is a terrible fucking human being. You know.
He even had a doctor that gave him prescriptions.
So y'all, even Zan brought it up. He said he wanted to take him to court, and then also Mind Flood said that he should sue his ass. Usually when you sue somebody, there has to be some sort of damages, like monetarily. But you maybe, like, if he ever had like a seizure or something like that, then I guess, or if Lil Xan's like whole career, he could say, fell off because he became such a drug addict that he couldn't record any good music anymore, and then that's what caused millions of dollars of damages in opportunity costs to prolong his career, if you will. So I guess he could take him to court.
Yeah. You know, it just sucks. You know, the industry just sucks, and that's a big reason why I haven't dropped another album. Is because it put such a bad taste after I got sober. It put such a bad taste in my mouth, like, to even want to make music, knowing how fucked the industry is. They just want to keep you alive long enough
To make their money.
to make their fucking money, and if you die,
Even better for them.
even
They make more money.
better for them, because guess what? It's easier to manage a dead artist than an alive one. And that's what sucks about the Juice WRLD situation.
True.
Is because Juice was one of the most talented fucking people, and now they have his whole catalog of music that did. And who knows if that's even what Juice's vision was. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Juice, one of the most amazing artists. Shout out X. X didn't die, obviously, from drug-related issues. But, you know, it's just the same shit. They don't care about us artists. And that's why it's hard and almost traumatizing to make music at this point.
I feel like this is why, instead of getting like an industry manager who's like an A&R at a label that you just met through the industry, you need to have like a homie from where you are, or like one of your best friends to be your manager that deals with the manager or A&R from the label. So that like the person who's actually managing your daily tasks and all that, like they have your best interests at heart and in mind, rather than like these other people who are just there for the business, there for the bag.
And that's why I'm trying to find my love again for it. You guys can tell that I am sober. I don't look skinny anymore. I've gained weight, like the way I present myself. But yeah, stat quo, lawyer up, because seriously, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm literally coming for you. That's fucked up. It's really fucked up what you did to me, man. Really, it really is. And then when he felt that I was useless to him, moved me way out, an hour away, to a city called Corona, California, just not to deal with me anymore.
To Corona? Bro hit the pandemic before everybody else.
And that's when the drug problem got even worse, because I felt depressed that I was so far away from LA, and it just spiraled out of control. He was supplying me drugs throughout every one of those tours because he knew that I couldn't perform if I was withdrawn. That is illegal and fucked up. And Stat, please get your lawyers together. My lawyers will be in contact with you, and give me my fucking car back. It's all my money put into the fucking car. Collar. And you want the rest of the $30K? Are you kidding me? And his excuse is, yo, I don't have a license. I do have a license. It's suspended. But, like, I want my fucking car back. Jesus Christ, bro. I never wanted to go public about this, but I had a very, very interesting convo with him on the phone right now, where he was just nonstop yelling at me saying, I didn't sell you drugs. We have screenshots. My homies kept those screenshots because they knew that one day this was gonna happen, you know, and also in case if I died. So
why didn't his homies just try and tell him, yo, you need to go to rehab and stop doing the drugs, instead of just keeping the screenshots for later on to sue him? That's some bullshit. Your friends are ass.
Yeah, fuck you, Stat. Fuck you, CIU Records, whatever the fuck your stupid record label name is. And yeah, I was the only artist that you ever had that ever made anything of himself. I don't know who else you have, but yeah, I don't. They're not making waves. But anyways, I guess I'll take some questions now.
Okay, well, I don't really want to get into the questions, but shit. Lil Xan, I mean, it's good that he's sober now. I wonder if he wanted all of those face tats, like that are in this thing. Like, do you think that he just doesn't recall anything from his drug use? Like, it's just all a blur? Because I remember I tore my meniscus and partially my ACL when I was in high school, and I had crutches, and I was taking like Percocet or Vicodin or something for like 3 to 6 months, and I couldn't walk on one leg for that extended period. And like I chilled with my friends, and like you know, we had sleepovers or whatever. Everybody acted like it was all cool, but like looking back, I made such stupid decisions, and like barely remember shit. Like I remember I started smoking weed so heavily, and it was all because like I was high and I didn't even realize it. My grades got destroyed. I was like depressed. It like I couldn't remember a lot of it. So I'm trying to figure out if Lil Xan even remembers being on tour on all of those drugs and getting all of those face tats or doing anything, because it looks like he kind of fucked himself when he was on all of the drugs. But yeah, I was on the what is that, Yerky? I was on that Yerky. I was on that beef Yerky. I was looking for the crack. Whoa. Low key tomorrow though, because it's New Year's. Might be looking for that Yerky or that Tonka or that what is that? That Molly water. You know what I'm saying? Got that Molly water. That's my baby.